Hey everyone, welcome to the Flux booth. Flux is a GitOps tool. It lets you deploy your applications on Kubernetes cluster in a GitOps way. It also has a sister project called Flagger. Flagger lets you do progressive delivery, canaries, blueprint testing, alpha beta releases. Um, we recently went to a GA release. Um, we are also a graduated project in the CNCF. We recently had a security audit and not surprisingly, and we found zero CVEs there, which is great which is great but not surprising because Flux is built with a security first approach. Uh, Flux has support for customized helm and OCI and cosign as well. It can integrate with AWS, Azure, GCP, as well as HashiCorp Vault. Um, it has support for SOAPs encryption, and it can do a lot of stuff like image automation. It can send notification to Slack or Discord or whatever. It can trigger GitHub workflows. Yeah.
Okay, that means that like if I have like say Azure Kubernetes service with GitOps enabled, with Flux operator running there, how that's going to help me? Like I'm going to deploy my application, and how is the development cycle? How that happens?
Yeah, so you can store all your manifests in Git, which is great because now your manifests are versioned. So all you do is you put your manifest in Git, you put all of your deployments in etc. in Git, and then Flux just pulls them and applies those manifests on your cluster. And let's say something went wrong, your application started crashing, you can just change the application version in your Git repository, and Flux will then just reconcile that and deploy this last stable release of your application, which is great. So you just need to do a Git revert to basically do incident management, which is great.
Sounds good. And how people get started? Like, what's the easy way? Can they start get locally? How they get started in their local environment?
If you go to the Flux documentation, there is a great getting started guide. You can also join one of the community meetings that happens every Tuesday and sometimes on Thursdays, alternatively. Or you can join the CNCF Slack and just post on the Flux channel if you need help getting started.
If they want to use just as a user, just like a consumer of the product, how they get started? They can have a kind cluster, they can install everything.
Yeah, you can just have a kind cluster, create a GitHub repository, install Flux. There is a Flux CLI which lets you bootstrap Flux onto your kind cluster. It's very simple to get started.
That sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You just show your name there for the viewer.